Hello, folks. The general election took place several days ago, and I had a very tasty conversation with one of my bona fide PNP friends, Don Daly. I'm going to call some names this morning because I'm not going to do them any harm. He was contending that I've been gloating, which is so dishonest. Do you know that I have made absolutely no attempt to even congratulate the JLP or the Prime Minister until today? Instead, I have bigged up the leader of the opposition the next morning for being so magnanimous in defeat. In other words, graciously conceding and in so doing, helping to preserve the peace and our democracy. Now, I warned my PMP friends, Kirk Taylor, Clayton Morgan, um, let me see what else, Dane Thomas, Don Daly, all of them started celebrating months ago. They were absolutely certain that the Jamaican people had made a decision, and according to them, Jamaicans don't vote in a new government, they vote out the one that's in power, at least after 2 terms maximum. So they got lazy. Instead of campaigning on what they could do better than what the government has done in terms of crime, in terms of employment, and a whole bunch of stuff that they have done very, very well. They have done nothing to convince, or they did nothing over those several years, 3 years, to convince the Jamaican population that they would do things better. What they focus on is trying to destroy the Prime Minister. Now, as I said, I have no way of knowing whether the Prime Minister is corrupt or not, right? I don't have that information. And I suspect that he he is not guilty of everything that they have laid down, otherwise he would be the most corrupt person on planet Earth. I was interviewed a few days ago by JBell TV, and the interviewer asked me how do I feel about the Prime Minister's integrity commission situation. And I said, listen, what I can tell you is that most Jamaicans, I've heard it all the time, believe that politicians are corrupt, period. Some of them go inside a corrupt, some of them started out innocent and because of the system become corrupt. And I said to him jokingly, the only being that can say for sure who is corrupt and who is not corrupt is Jesus. And if we could get Jesus to come down from heaven and line up all the politicians, the present ones on both sides and the ones that just left not so long ago, like PJ and so on, and ask Jesus to pick out a handful or pick out the ones who are innocent, who are pure, I am sure that Jesus would have a hard time finding 5 of them on both sides. This is why, you can't, I don't think you can win an election based on corruption because everybody think the politicians are corrupt. And I've heard people up here saying that if they're not thief, them fool. When them get them chance, they must thief because the other side thief. And some of them say when the PNP thief, then get more licky, right? Than when the JLP thief. So you can't, just like you can't use what do you call it now, a slander, what do you call it now, being a womanizer, right? Like in some places, if you're caught cheating on your wife, your political thing is over. In Jamaica, you cheat on your wife and you're a ladies' man, folks. I have not gloated. It's the first time today that I am congratulating the JLP and the Prime Minister on winning a third term. And I think they did it basically because people are beginning to see the successes that they have managed to achieve, particularly in the area of crime, also in the area of reducing poverty, uh, increasing our foreign exchange reserves. I can't remember all of them now, but a lot of stuff are now in place as a foundation on which to build. And I think as caring Jamaicans, as loyal Jamaicans, as nationalistic Jamaicans, we should just get together and help to make Jamaica a better place for all of us. See you later.